Being prepared is a state of mind and a way of life. Welcome to Total Preparedness. I'm Big Tom. Thank you for checking out my channel. Truth be told, I did not want to start a YouTube channel. I've been thinking about it and praying about it for a while. What I did want to do is help other people. And several people encouraged me to pursue this avenue. I especially want to give a shout out to my friend Buzzard from Buzzard's Roost. He was very encouraging and he's got a great channel. Please check him out. Give you a little bit of background on myself. I've been a prepper since Bushcraft came out by Richard Graves, and I believe it was 78. Still one of the best books on the subject. You can pick it up used on the web for about $10, and it's well worth it. But that got the bug bit, and I began studying martial arts and self-defense when Bruce Lee was still making movies. Yeah, I am an old you know what. But I've always had a passion for that. Although I don't look like it, I spent a 35-year career in security where I didn't do everything, but I did a lot. And I learned from a lot of mistakes throughout my life. I also grew up in a house that was over 100 years old. My wife and I just sold a 60-year-old house. With real estate like that, you either become very rich to have other people fix everything, or you learn how to do it yourself. And I did not become that rich. So I can fix most things, and some of the experience is what I'd like to share with you on this channel. For me, preparedness isn't about SHTF or the end of the world as we know it. Someday those things may and possibly will come. But for me, preparedness is meeting life on life's terms. It's much more likely that I have the potential to deal with storm damage on my house, that I will have a vehicle failure on the highway, that I may lose a job, I may lose income, I may have health issues. I try to prepare for whatever life has to bring. A lot of YouTube channels these days talk about bug out bags, and certainly I have more than one. I have them set up for specific situations, and we'll get into that later on. But strictly speaking, although bugging out has its place, a wildfire, a hurricane, a flood, it's the exception, not the rule, because when I bug out, I'm essentially making myself a refugee or a homeless person. If I can stay in my home as long as possible, I intend to do it. This is where I have the most amount of resources. This is where I have the most amount of safety overall. That's my philosophy anyway. I have learned the hard way that I can learn from my own mistakes, or I can learn from others. It's easier for me to learn from others' mistakes than my own. And hopefully you can learn from some of my mistakes rather than learning from your own. So that's what we're hoping to do with this channel. And I appreciate you coming along for the ride. And I appreciate all your support. Remember, real men pray, and I pray that God watch over, protect, and bless you and yours always.